Hey everybody, it's the AFC South preview of the Wise Guys. Once again, I'm short one. Don't have no Carlos De La Torre making gay jokes going back and forth. His internet's down, so hopefully by the prediction side of the season, week 2 or whatever, we can have him back. So I'll get to the AFC South preview right now. AFC South will break down like this. We'll go from 4th place to 1st, give you a brief synopsis, let you know what's going on, why they're going to finish, where they're going to finish, and I'll predict the amount of games they'll win. So I'll start like this. It's not hard to figure out which team I'm going to pick in 4th place. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know my defensive coordinator went there from last year, but he ain't going to do nothing. You got Blaine Gabbert. You still got a roster that did not. I couldn't name you a receiver besides, Jones-Drew as a running back, and that fool is as unhappy as can be. Look for him to be on another team. He wanted to quit this season, and I don't blame him. I don't. The only thing I like about the Jaguars, honestly, is in preseason seeing those half helmets where it was gold in the back and it was black in the front. I thought that looked really tight. I mean, it looked college-like, but it looked tight with their whole logos and their jersey. I mean, if you're going by fashion, the team made a great improvement. But other than that, they suck. They suck ass. I would not pick them in any game they play, except when I think they play Oakland. I will pick them against Oakland because they almost beat them in Oakland last year, and I think they have them at home. So I like Jacksonville in that game. So that's about the only positive thing I could say about them. They're winning 3 games. They suck ass, and one of them will be against Oakland. So Jacksonville 3-13. Let's move on. Tennessee Titans. I don't know what it is about this team because the NFL is exciting. But this just strikes me as a team that when I see them play, they're boring. They've been boring for a long time. And they're just boring. Like, I can't get into them. Like, if I'm watching them, like, it's the Titans? What else is on? Like let's watch Duck Dynasty. You know what I mean? Like it's the Titans. They're boring. Like, their jerseys, their helmets, their fans, they're boring. Chris Johnson's overrated. He just looks too small to be that type of every down running back. Jake Locker's not a winner. The defense, again, it's a no-name defense. They don't inspire shit for me. Like, as far as a fan, like, God, I can't wait to watch the Titans. No, it's like, is my team playing the Titans? Which they are later in the year at Seattle, thankfully. We're going to smoke their asses in Seattle, dude. It's going to be boring, though. I mean, as a Seahawks fan, yeah, I'll be like, yeah, but then by halftime, the game will be over. I just don't see them doing anything. I think it's another 6-10 team. Boring. Just boring. Maybe 6 wins. Let's move on. Number 2, I'm boring myself. Number 2, I'm going to go in that division with... I had a hard time with this man, but I'm going to go with Houston, number 2. Schaub is another Matt Hasselbeck. He's a guy that he puts up numbers. He wins games, but what's his signature win? What's his comeback? I mean, if he was so great, why has he been so sucky in the playoffs? Big games, he doesn't come around. They have injuries too much with Johnson. What's his name? Foster gets hurt all the time with his little. They're just not. They're consistently not consistent. And I think for the most part, I like the Texans to win. I say they win 10 games this year, but I don't see them doing much in the postseason again. I think it's another failure. I think Kubiak finally gets fired. I would have fired him last year. I really would have. Texans should be stronger than this. They have a really good defense. I just think there's something missing. I just would not put faith in them. And that leaves me with number 1. I got to go with the Colts. And that's a sexy pick to some people. That's a bandwagon pick to some people. But Andrew Luck is not a sophomore slump guy. He's not he's not your traditional quarterback. I mean, the guy can take a hit and pop right up and say thank you. Like Brett Favre used to. You just don't have this fear that he's going to be hurt, number 1. Number 2, he's clutch. 7 comeback wins last season. 7 for a rookie. That's amazing. Some guys don't have 7 in their whole career. He has 7-1 season, and that was with a makeshift defense that won. They won 3 games or 2 games a year before. I really like the way their defense is coming around this season. I really like the way their offense will have another year under Luck. And I know they won some of those games last year on the strength of their coach and the whole situation about, the cancer thing and everything like that. But I do think this is a very good football team. Very good football team. They will be scary. And I think they win 11 to 12 games. And especially when you get to clean up, you get 4 easy wins against the Jaguars and the Titans. Basically, all you have to do is split with the Texans. And I think they're very capable of that. So that's 5 wins right there. So you would just need 7 outside of your division. So you have 8 games to master that. No, you have 10 games to get 7 wins. And I think they're very capable of getting that, or 6 wins out of 10 games. It's very capable. So I do think they're going to win. They're 11, 10 to 12 wins. But I'm shooting 11, man. I think they make the playoffs, and I think they make noise in the playoffs. I think they really make noise, especially with the AFC being so down this year. I can easily see a Colts-Patriots matchup, where you get Peyton Manning 2.0, a.k.a. Andrew Luck, going up against Tom Brady. So, could be fun. That's my AFC South preview. Catch us more online on YouTube. When we make another video, it'll be the NFC South. We'll go to that division. Later.